actually against Dog Champ, but still running Marcy again here. I want to get your thoughts on that first.
I think Marcy can have potential against heroes like Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet carry does struggle late game against Marcy jumping him, actually. I think once you get Basher, like Sheeple said on the panel as well, if you get Basher, if you pop that ulti, you can run at the Furion, and even with a pretty big item discrepancy, you can win the 1v1 fight against him because you're bashing him and dealing so much damage with ulti. But overall, though, I'm looking at the draft as a whole, and I just feel like the Cuts draft looks so high tempo, like incredibly high tempo. They have a lot of catch with Spirit Breaker, tiny tossbacks, glimpses, also Furion TPing in, and Queen with the blink. Every single hero is looking like they are wanting to be active in the early mid game. It's all in an early mid game draft. And of course, Furion can scale to later, but I think we'll see if Eternity can withstand the chaotic aggression we'll probably see here.
Now, as we're getting ready to get things kicked off here in game number game number two, excuse me, production had the chance to sit down with Imperium and ask him what heroes he likes to play and what heroes he doesn't like to play against.
I like stomping my lane, so I'd say picking Undying or Treant with a ranged carry would be my most favorite way of playing, because it's really hard to lane burst. Like if you play Undying and Lina or something, or Treant Lina, it's just really abusive in lane and they can't do anything, and it's like the most fun way of playing. The one hero I hate to play against is Hoodwink, actually, because whenever I play versus that hero, they have a Blightstone, they sit in the trees, and the Acorn shot does so much damage that I just really hate laning versus it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so some fun insight there. I'm loving those videos. Imperium, of course, he's not playing that melee brawler support, the Undying or Treant. He is playing Disruptor, though. Could certainly harass plenty, and not playing against Hoodwink, thank God for him.
Yeah, and it's all about laning stage for him, right? That's what we heard. The heroes that he likes playing or that he dislikes playing against is all about how strong are they during laning stage. That makes the matter there, or the difference between that. But yeah, we see lane starting out, everyone fighting for dominance a little bit here. We'll see how much can come out of this Spirit Breaker tiny lane top. Is a big one for me. Fear mentioned Chives is a specialist on the Spirit Breaker, but pretty weak lane overall, having the double melee, I would say, with Tiny and Spirit Breaker. But maybe they can just brawl.
Well, Tiny is coming back into the lane. Has that bone tree of his, and do a little bit of thwack right there. Of course, going up against a Bloodseeker yet again. I know Fear especially was really pointing that out. He loves his Bloodseeker. They pick this up all the time, and hasn't really had the most success. Hoping to change it up a little bit, and going back to what is comfortable with the Bloodseeker once again. By the way, mid lane, they're going at it. Blessed Kid and Sadman. Blessed Kid going for the kill. Nope, Sadman is going to survive just barely, but close call there.
These trades are still good, though. Even if you don't get the kill, the aggressive play is going to help your Bloodseeker. But Blessed Kid not going for a bottle, going for the Null Talisman and Magic Stick, might have a hard time regenerating up here. Whereas the Queen has the Shadow Strike, gonna run and take the top rune with bottle and refill that. Blessed Kid is actually in danger of losing this lane really hard right now.
Now, he's confident Queen of Pain doesn't have Blink as the way he's positioning. So, now even without Blink, though, I mean, he is really trusting that Siphon, and for good reason. Obviously knows the limits, and level 2 Siphon, plenty of heal. However, bottom lane, Imperium goes down. That's the Marcy Tusk coming into play. We saw plenty of that at TI, for example. It's been a while since then.
Yeah, went down to level 3 of Marcy here, having 2 points rebound. The Tusk was still level 1, so I'm surprised that he died in that lane, but of course, that's the result of all these creep shenanigans that have happened bottom, pulling creeps behind tower and so on. Makes for some imbalance of the experience. Not everyone is the same level here. And mid, look at that HP. Absolutely no HP on the side of Blessed Kid.
Pushing the limits. I like that, blinking away from the Siphon as well to really mitigate the value. Double popping the Mango. Queen of Pain, he's really tempted to go for the kill right there, but they are just both living on a razor's edge, it feels like, and bound to have some death here in the mid lane soon.
I think Blessed Kid is going to die eventually here. Sadman going again for the double Mango, and now that he has Blink ready, he can go up and trade hits with the Death Prophet. She can't Siphon him. He can always just Blink out. I think this lane is starting to become very one-sided.
Got it.
Well, CS-wise, it's 18-8 Quap versus a 15-1 on the Death Prophet. Rotation is coming in. It looks like it's going to be Tusk rotating in. Maybe it even brings some regen, but we'll see. Sadman's out of mana. Doesn't have bottle charges. Yeah, and Sadman's in trouble. Again, doesn't have mana for the blink. He needs 60s at 47, 48. No, he is going to be fine. Gets a mana pot even delivered. Going to pop it immediately. Blinks over to the rune. Gets the water rune. And now he's got plenty of regen.
Yeah, they do get to take down the ward at least. But Queen goes for a journey to take the bounty rune and get something for himself. But the issue is here, you're going for... I don't understand this Blades of Attack mid-DP builds that he's going for. I feel like Bottle would benefit him so much more. Trying to chase him for a kill.
Oh. Yeah, gonna assist on some auto attack damage here, but no. The Blink and TP coming in from Tiny, actually. Took a while right there. Has that toss. He's gonna throw out the avalanche, but Sadman's low. I mean, there's been so much damage in this middle lane, but no kills. There's a lot of damage at the top lane as well. Chives, it's gonna be the kill on Chives first. Bloodseeker just enough, I guess, to heal it up. And bottom lane, it's gonna be a kill on Skyward.
Yeah, Skyward dies, and this lane is not feeling too comfortable being double melee against that Nature's Prophet and Disruptor. They try to, pull the creep waves and imbalance it a little bit, but Empyrean is staying on the job protecting against the rotations from Tusk. So he can't just freely pull the waves, and they're struggling to shut down this Nature's Prophet who has 13 denies already.
Yeah. Yeah, he is doing just fine when it comes to his CS. But yeah, kind of back to the midpoint. I would not be surprised if Death Prophet and Quap are like leading hero damage right now.
Oh yeah,
they haven't killed each other.
I think so.
Oh, mid lane or bottom lane, excuse me. Scourge McDuck, he is in a lot of trouble. Snowball in, and they eventually get the kill. They knew Disruptor wasn't there, and means 2 versus 1.
Oh, and the mass tip for SMD. Wow. Coming out from almost all of eternity there as they get a kill on him during the lane station. There we go, all of them.
There you go. Really rub it in. Something about that's like, I don't know if Scourge is necessarily going to get tilted from that by any means. It's all in good fun, it feels like. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
Yeah, they did kill him while he tried to TP out, by the way, but of course, Nature's Prophet having 2 TPs is going to be just fine. Mid, toss back on the Death Prophet.
Is he finally dead? Yeah, right? Okay, finally. Death Prophet goes down. It just took 4 heroes to do so, but the cut makes it happen, and now Rubik is also likely to follow suit. He's surviving for the time being, popping a Fairy Fire. Chives in pursuit. 2 seconds on a charge. No way. Did he actually escape?
I think Avalanche will connect on him here, and charge is ready. Okay. He does not have lift yet. Meanwhile, though,
there you go.
Well, this is happening. SMD goes down bottom. Same combo and the same tips coming out again.
Okay, maybe it's starting to have a little impact now. That's possible.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very clowny chase on mid there as well. This game is a strange one so far, but honestly, Eternity, they are a solid 1,000 gold ahead at 7 minutes. They got the good laning stage that they needed. This is actually looking like they have a good way to enter the mid game of this game too.
Yeah, and again, we don't really get the chance to see a lot of Marcy nowadays, but Skyward, the offlane Marcy, going that armlet build. What kind of impact are we to see from this Marcy? You mentioned, decent in the Nature's Prophet matchup.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he can burst Queen as well if she just used Blink. Mid keeps being a fighting arena here as Tiny has overstepped.
Nice kill there.
But yeah, you will see him just try to punish core heroes. Rupture used top on Chives, who does not have a TP on him. Yeah, he TP'd out to the lane before, it seems, so not gonna be able to TP out. And if you don't have TP and you're laning against the level 6 Bloodseeker, you better hope that you have friends.
Oh, fight's gonna continue, Sadman. He has to get out of the range of the Siphon. Kinetic Field to help him do so. Urtus in behind, though. Rubik catching him off guard, throwing him in, but speaking of being thrown, toss on to Blessed Kid. However, okay, Siphon's not going to save. The Wrath of Nature eventually bounces through, and Scourge McDuck gets 1 kill. Going for another kill. There you go. Double kills. He takes on the Rubik as well. The glimpse back on Tusk, and a 3rd kill possibly in the making. Gonna shard on up. has 2 seconds on the snowball, but no, the hit from Chives and the bash.
Oh no,
will
he
do him in.
didn't get the triple. That would be a detilting triple. I think he detilted anyway on SMD. Not saying that he was detilted, even though they went with a mass tip on him. But getting a triple like just minutes after getting penta tipped is a good feeling. Either way, big impact by him there. Beautiful ulti coming in with Wrath of Nature, TPing in at the right place, and just making the difference in that fight. Still though, 1,000 lead for Eternity, even after losing that fight.
Yeah, and a lot of that is on the Bloodseeker, just like last game. Bloodseeker did have a great start. You know, he got the earlier on Maelstrom. It then started to go downhill from there, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that, of course. And coming out of this early laning phase, how Bloodseeker is able to have high impact and make use of that early farm. He's going to be found by Spearbreaker right now, but just Spearbreaker by himself, so...
Yeah, he's gonna be completely okay. He'll just go back into jungle and start farming up there. And most of the action is on the opposite side of the map anyway, which is very nice for him. He can just sit top. His tower has not been threatened. Even though there's a Furion on the side of the cut, they have not really put too much tower threats so far. All the towers pretty much untouched.
Marcy finding the treants over in the jungle. Scourge McDuck gonna be gone on. Imperium nearby, though, gets a glimpse of the double TP. I mean, they were ready. It's almost like the glimpse helping Marcy there at that point.
Kinda, yeah.
TP's coming in, but
they did have the Spirit Breaker with ulti ready there to punish him, so the glimpse was, maybe needed to save the Furion, but he did have full magic stick. He could probably have held it there. They're gonna charge him now, though.
Yep, still hanging around. Tusk is nearby. Snowball gonna shard on first, and there's the rebound. Never mind, gets pulled back in, and there's another glimpse. This one's securing the kill. Tusk is able to make it out, but eventually patience pays off, and the cut will get the kill on a Marcy.
Yeah, it's so hard to run away from this lineup with the toss packs, the charges, the glimpse. Like I said, this is an ultra chaotic skirmish type draft. So when all of them decide that they're gonna kill that Marcy, it's hard for her to get away from that.
Mid tower, likely to fall right here. Well, maybe not, because they're going to really go out of this. The Sonic Wave with the combo of Dinah. They blow up Rubik. However, Death Prophet still looking pretty strong. And Marcy, she's good to go as well. Has an armlet toggle ready. And Moonlight also shows up on the Tusk. So that Exorcism, so about at least 10 more seconds left.
Yeah, could maybe do some damage to tower here. He's feeling confident. He has one more Siphon. He has mana, Magic Wand, I mean.
Oh, does it heal in time? No, Snowball's coming in. It's not going to matter. They kill the Death Prophet right before the Exorcism was wearing off. They get the turn kill on Tiny though. Does Tusk. So at least makes it a 1-for-1.
He didn't get the Siphon. Maybe if he could Siphon the Spirit Breaker who was charging him before he connects, then maybe he would stay alive long enough for the Exorcism to heal. But at the end of the day, it is the cut, bringing him down, losing the Tiny, but they also picked off the Bloodseeker on top lane using their Disruptor.
Notice that was Scourge McDuck and Imperium working together to make that kill happen. So obviously slowing down the Bloodseeker a little bit, and who's still on top of that worth, but Nature's Prophet quickly catching up with his own Maelstrom and farming some Ancients currently.
Yep, pretty much same thing. Both Maelstrom carriers here. Bottom we see a charge and bringing down Skyward, who dies again. His third death right now, but he's still pretty high on farm in Marcy, even though he has been brought down 3 times. Having the armlets, going towards that BKB next item. Really the only thing you need on Marcy is BKB and get on top of heroes. Armlet does help him be a little bit stronger before then, though.
Bloodseeker showing up bottom lane, almost positioning it as if he wanted to make a play, but again, by himself, so he'll just accept the fact that the creep wave's running into him and farm it up. Meanwhile, smoke play on Marcy and Tusk, and they're wrapping around towards the left side of the map. Ooh, they could find Quinnipian right here. She's not going to go forward enough.
Yeah, and he's going for a Kaya first item here, going for the Kaya Sanj build, not going for the Witchblade that he went with in last game. So changing his item build a little bit, prioritizing the status res here, perhaps against the Rubik and Disable coming out from Marcy and the Tusk.
Bloodseeker.
Oh, she blinked right into them.
Did she? Oh, she sure did. Yeah, I was watching Bloodseeker running right into Imperium. Meanwhile, Out comes the Static Storm Connect Fuel combination. Save there with his combo, and Chives sprints in and gets the bash to finish the job. So both cores on either side going down. Yeah, Queen of Pain a little unfortunate, blinking into them.
Yeah, she blinked directly onto them. They were smoked, going for a nice move there. And if you get too close, if you're the cut and you get too close to the Heroes of Eternity, they have tremendous damage. Like, you get close to a DP, the Exorcism and Spirit Siphon will shred you. Same with Marcy, and even Bloodseeker hits pretty hard.
Oh no, Bless getting a nice lift at least, but another strike hits a Sonic Wave. And Bless Kid, oh no, the heal. He's actually going to heal up. The Exorcism just wore off, and now he's going for a turn. A big silence, but Scourge McDuck shows up, and Death Prophet with no more Exorcism threat. Not nearly as worrisome for the team on the Radiant side. They do finish off the job. Bloodseeker wants the kill on Spirit Breaker. He's not going to get it though as he gets glimpsed back in, and now Rubik's getting low. He's going to be finished off. Double kill for Scourge McDuck. And now we're going to see the triple kill now. No, once again, we're not. But it's a killing spree, and Bloodseeker falling despite trying to help his teammates.
Man, Karua having, I don't know, not having Rupture, running into 5 heroes there after DP died. It is courageous, and he did have a lot of movement speed because some heroes were low, but didn't get those Maelstrom procs needed to bring down the Spirit Breaker at first, and then he just kept fighting. I think maybe he could have gone out of that somehow, but perhaps with Glimpse, the only play was to keep fighting.
In the end, a successful fight for the cut, and that net worth is bouncing back and forth between these two teams. Bottom lane, potential for more action. Imperium once again smoked up, getting very close even to this Marcy and being exposed, but actually going over to the Ancients and gets a vision up there, perhaps. Save doesn't have his blink yet, but bottom. They catch Chives. Chives, he's pretty tanky though on the Spirit Breaker and buying some time for his teammates to come in, including the Queen of Pain, so they finish off the Spirit Breaker. But the Avalanche toss combo, and Marcy is dead. Tusk, good TP out at least.
Empyrean went for a statics field on Bloodseeker, but he healed from the Ancient creeps. By keeping farming, he healed himself up, and in the end, he's pretty much gonna get a solo kill there instead.
Oh, he's hanging around still. Oh no, Sadman just running on in, screams in his face, the Avalanche, the toss, and the initial tip before the death. We'll have to see it, Imperium rubbing that one in. However, now Tiny, it's his turn to die, and there you go. We have, what is that, 29 hero kills in 16 minutes.
That death on Karwa, though, was the type of stuff that Fear was talking about. Farming areas that you shouldn't be. Like, you just had a massive fight there. You went down to 200 HP, and there were other people brawling on bottom lane. And then he just stays there and farms. He's asking to get ganked. Instead of going towards the safer area, which would be the opposite side of the map, he sticks around in a dangerous territory and rightfully gets punished for it. So he probably has his biggest weakness being that he is so risk-taking, going to areas that are not, you know, clear for a carry. And why, like Fear said, we haven't seen him get big, get massive, get huge net worth and carry the game. He's the most farmed in his team, but compared to the way that SMD plays, he died twice in laning stage because it was still laning stage, but since then, hasn't died a single time.
Yeah, certainly playing a bit more safer and initiating into fights when more appropriate. And he's gonna be the reason they're able to push this top tower. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain doing her best to deal with these two. Scourge McDuck shows up, and the perfect timing from Spirit Breaker as well, who comes crashing in, sprinting from the top lane using that charge. Beautiful execution.
That punishment, getting both of them and the Queen living. Nice use by Sadman there to pop the ulti, to push them away. That was such a big buff when Queen got that change, honestly. People underestimated it at first, like, wow, a little bit of push, does that really do that much? But you can see it right there. It's so impactful being able to just shove the enemy back, not even for killing them.
Buys her that necessary gap to stay alive, and, well, it's been about 20 seconds, so let's go for another fight. Karua, it's just dead. I mean, he had Rubik nearby, but there's just too many heroes there to deal with, and the Rupture's not saving him, of course. So, free kill and a Bloodseeker, and this, yeah, what more is there to say about that? Again, similar to last game, he had a great laning phase, and it's starting to fall off. Or now 2-5-1 record. You just can't have that on your carry one, position one Bloodseeker even.
Yeah, he gets taken down. To be fair, like, the safe areas of the map are smaller for you because you're playing against Spirit Breaker and Furion. But he is pushing himself to, again, dangerous areas. He was farming right next to the shrine, which is very high potential that Radiant have some form of vision, you know, that's better than either going there or under that. So, again, with the risk-taking play, he is 400 gold away from BKB, though. Once he gets that, he can feel a little bit safer. But Spirit Breaker can still stop you from TPing out.
All right, curious what the odds are looking like right now, thanks to esportsbet.io. Watch to earn platform. It is favoring the cut, although the gap has closed, you know, a little bit, given some hope for eternity. And I mean, again, you look at the overall net worth. Yes, Scourge McDuck doing what he does best: farm, and dominating the net worth. But the next three all do belong to the cores of eternity. So, hey, you know, from that just simple perspective, they do have at least something going on that side.
Yeah, they have a lot going for them. They finished the BKB on Death Prophet, so she has the full 9-second BKB ready to go. The BKB is coming up soon for Skyward. He's about 700 gold away, and Bloodseeker only 100 gold away now. So the triple core BKB timing with 9-second BKB durations is absolutely massive, and they can make plays around that. Meanwhile, they have that Ether Lens on Rubik.
Done on in. It's a Death Prophet and Rubik. Well, I guess that's one way to not worry about the Aether Lens and Rubik. You just kill him and yeah, I'm gonna kill the tower.
Charge with Shadow Blade from Spirit Breaker. No way for him to react to that there.
You look at Disruptor stats on the screen right there, and yeah, again, he's 10-1. 10-1 record, and
oh, he did lose one.
Obviously, the cut trying to increase. Yeah, he did lose the game earlier today. Yeah, obviously on the losing end there. So, but overall, I mean, really is the most successful hero, especially for playing as many games as he has here in Division 2 NA. There's a Roshan, easy one.
Yeah, DD Rune makes this possible for them. They're going for it. It's pretty greedy. The smoke is coming in from Eternity. They are aware that Roche is being taken. They're running over, but are they in time?
Oh, Bloodseeker wants it to be in time. The Blood Right. Nope. Sadman picks up the Aegis. Moonlight got there a little bit too late as well. And now here's the response. Static Sword put down. BKB, though, for the Death Prophet, the Exorcism. Flying around, Scourge McDuck's going to go for the immediate TP. And it's in time. He gets out just barely. Bloodseeker, meanwhile, could not get away for the Spirit Breaker. Blessed Kid still hunting for more. Finds, well, kind of nearby, actually gets glimpsed back in to the kinetic field as Rubik is able to survive against a Tiny, but Death Prophet gets blown up, isolated at that point. And now Rubik, the chase is on him. Sadman blinking one more second. You know he's going for it. A scream immediately. And Sadman is indeed dominating.
Risky fight to take there. I mean, they don't want to give away the Aegis, but they didn't have the BKB yet on Skyward. He just now gets it delivered. And an important thing for them right now is you're playing against the Spirit Breaker with Shadowblade. You need a lot of sentries down on lanes or where you're playing. A Skyward might get jumped mid. That's the BKB though. Should be safe. Anyway, the Spirit Breaker charging in with the Shadowblade just completely slammed into the Bloodseeker, and he was not prepared for that to hit him at all. So just went down before he could even press BKB.
Yeah, that's definitely bad feeling right there.
Actually, I think they do have a sentry, but that was placed after a fight, I guess.
Sure. Well, either way, yeah, did not activate the BKB. That's the key right there. And, you know, losing the Bloodseeker early on in the fight, not ideal. Rubik found by himself over here, and he's dead once again, however. Revenge, Marcy, beat down on Nature's Prophet. There you go. As hefty bounty for Skyward going his way. Save is also going to be picked off, so bit of an opening for Eternity. Glimpse back on Tusk. Marcy still in hot pursuit, though. Unable to run him down.
Yeah, chasing, not gonna get him though, but that's very nice. They're making plays even though they're against Aegis, so any one fight at that stage is really nice. Now Spirit Breaker charging top, has ulti available, but Queen is a little bit far up. Close enough though.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it is close enough in the end, and again, no chance for Bloodseeker. Caught out, trying to farm the jungle, get any bit that he can. Quickly denied. I will say for this Marcy, especially after that kill onto Scourge McDuck, again, 1,000 or so gold going his way just for that. He's got the BKB, the armlet, working towards a Basher now. I know you mentioned all he really needs is kind of the armlet and then the BKB, but hey, a Basher is going to be nice too.
It will be nice. The only thing I see is that they're sort of the same identity hero, like Bloodseeker and Marcy. The way they're going to be playing is run at the enemy with a BKB on and hope to bash them, basically. That's going to be like the mid-game plan. And I feel like you can counter it by the same itemizations and the same style. You know, you can counter 2 for 1, sort of. If you go Halberd, for instance, a very good option. Ghost Scepters, E-Blades, good options.
Top lane, there's a bit being set up. Blessed Kid does have Exorcism, good to go. They know he's here because he just used that wave, or the Crypt Swarm. And Tiny will find him. Avalanche, toss. Good silence, though, by Death Prophet. Tusk going with the snowball, hits the stun on Queen of Pain, but she's able to get the blink off shortly after. And now Tusk is in an awkward spot. And the back line's over here to the right. Spearbreaker's kind of flying around with that Shadow Blade, as mentioned. Moonlight did eventually go down, but Spearbreaker will get picked off. He was a little too deep.
Yeah, gets pulled back by the Dispose at the end of the day there, and a good fight, good hold for Eternity there. Looked like it might be a good start for the cut as they found the DP in the jungle, or in the tree line, but they didn't really have enough heroes nearby to commit to fighting her. And yeah, they did what I was talking about, dropping important vision and sentries so that they can find this Spiritbreaker in the fight. Exactly what won them this fight, I would say. Being able to rupture him and just go on him.
How big is this Ags on Spiritbreaker going to be? We do see it is actually just about finished, if he really is going to finish it beyond the point booster.
I think it's quite huge here. You're against 3 BKBs. It makes it BKB piercing, and also getting 4-second cooldown reduction on the charge is massive. Going from 11 to 7 second is such a big improvement when you think about the fact that when you connect, you bash for a guaranteed amount of time, and you stun for 2.4 seconds. So that massive increase in uptime makes it a really, really good item.
Lead players smoking. On the side of the cut, they're getting some vision down in their jungle. They might find Tusk, who's in the area. Moonlight getting suspicious, going for the lane, and happens to run right into the Spearbreaker, so timing there a little funky. However, to the left, Blessed Kid is also running in on Death Prophet, so Eternity making their way down here as a team, but the cut is also sending reinforcements. Bound to have that fight break out, and there we go. Rubik going to be the initial target. The quick burst onto him. Over to the left, you have Death Prophet. Now he's somewhat isolated. Pop an Exorcism. Oh, can they kill another Sonic Wave? Yes, they can. So that Exorcism completely wasted by the Death Prophet. Marcy on the uphill. We're trying to decide if she wants to go in or not at this point. Bloodseeker's gonna die. Tusk, he's also dead. Oh, God, he actually got out. Wait.
That toss? That toss on the TPL looks so funny. He kept flying.
I thought he was gonna go all the way to the fountain.
Yeah, no, it still lands before you go all the way there. There was time, I think, when it did go all the way, but the sad thing to mention in that fight, that was obviously a really great fight for the cut. The sad thing to mention there was Skyward's point of view. Jumping into the fight, thinking he was going to have huge impact. Basher, armlet, BKB, this is the fight. He flies into the kinetic fields, and rebound stops on kinetic fields. You just don't move, you're kind of just hanging there. So he couldn't connect to a target. Kind of fortunate for him, I guess. He got glimpsed out immediately after that. But yeah, that fight was very one-sided because of that.
Yeah, Marcy certainly needs to have impact. That lockdown and that right there. I mean, you see Pop in the Unleash and just burst down the Disruptor. So a tool that they take advantage of. However, the Glyphner, Root, and now Marcy, she's got a BKB, but Spearbreaker, he don't care. Bashing her on through it. She is dead. And now Rubik will follow
Tiny's
suit.
Chasing
so,
for more.
I mean, Eternity, they're definitely wanting to fight, and they wanted to make this entertaining in that perspective, but that was a fight that the cut was clearly ready for once again.
The game is rapidly starting to slip out of their control, though. They had that good start. They had advantage at the 7-minute mark. Like, the laning stage was going really well. They also made some nice plays even into Ages after that, but overall we're starting to see that Nature's Prophet look like that hard carry that nobody wants to get close to. He now has almost the entire Assault Cuirass completed as well, I believe. He only needs 1200 gold more here on his Furion, and Furion, if there's one thing he can do, it's farm fast, so he'll have it before the next team fight.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, he is definitely going to finish that. There is a double damage rune at the bottom spawn. No vision on it from either team, though, so we'll see who, if anyone's able to snatch that up soon. You see the tier 3 neutral items starting to pop out as well.
Both teams are clearing jungle really fast here. Bloodseeker is about to get his Lincolns, gets it now delivered. So he has Lincolns against Spirit Breaker, very common. People want to get that Lincolns to stop the charge. But once you have Aghanims, which he does, 7-second cooldown, you can just charge and then wait a little bit and then charge again. You're not crippled by someone buying Lincolns the same way you would be if you didn't have it.
Yeah, 7-second charge cooldown, 14-second Lincoln's cooldown. So you do the quick math right there. Yeah, it's going to be able to take it off and then use it shortly after, effectively. So, oh, and that's also another item that's pretty damn good. Disruptor. It's like, I'll just buy one of these bad boys, buys an axe, and he suddenly is just that much bigger.
Yeah, oh, they're smoking up high ground. This could be huge for Disruptor. He doesn't get to, he gets silenced.
Oh no, that's not huge for Disruptor. Yeah, getting silenced first. That's awkward. They're gonna get bursted down. Yep, Disruptor's dead. That's a great start here for Eternity. Exorcism, BKB from the Death Prophet. Tusk is lost. However, Marcy beat down on Queen of Pain. Cannot finish the job though. Spirit Breaker hit the stun at the last second to save his teammate. That was clutch. Tiny.
He's in trouble. Still Rupture available.
Running in. Death Prophet, Exorcism, still lasting a bit longer. Rupture, gonna be used on the Spirit Breaker. He just immediately goes for the TP. Scourge McDuck. They kill Death Prophet, does Tiny. Scourge, 4-step away by in the distance against the Bloodseeker, gets the kill. Marcy, by herself. No, she has Rubik nearby, actually. They do take out the Queen of Pain, and now the kill on Nature's Prophet, excuse me. No, cannot finish the toss again from Tiny.
Spirit Breaker's back.
Save the day, but Spirit Breaker is gonna charge right back in. Says, remember me.
Yeah, and he has charged soon again, just chasing after here. The Rubik is gonna go down to that. Double kill at the end here for Chives and Furion. What a kite from SMD. And he quickly TP'd base to heal up and then TP'd straight into Roche Pit again. So just wasting no time here. That looked a little bit sketch for the cuts as they didn't commit with the Static Storm immediately on Disruptor. I was surprised they didn't go for it on the DPS. She was running up the high ground, but waited and then got silenced by DP. Nice move by nice move by Blessed Kid, realizing his smoke broke, just sends the silence before he goes high.
Yeah, that almost gave them the shot to even win the fight in the long run. I mean, it was pretty close. They had the better start because of that, but wasn't to be. You mentioned the kiting of Scourge McDuck. I mean, the 4-staff that he has itself is obviously big. He did get some team support as well to certainly help, but managed to stay alive. And yeah, right back to Roshan, gets the Roshan kill. Has the shard as well now.
Yeah,
Aegis.
Fury gonna use the shard for himself this game. It's a pretty strong shard, even though people don't like buying it super early. It's still very nice for revealing people in the tree lines. Gonna help him out a little bit.
Queen of Pain. Sees the Bloodseeker. Gonna go on the uphill. Bloodseeker, Blood Right. Queen of Pain, gonna just have to pop a BKB. Does get hit by the Rupture, but another blink in. Queen of Pain, awkward spot. We'll just throw out the Sonic Wave, but it does have the backup. Tusk, Snowball, not the best spot to be in. The auto attack's gonna finish him. Death Prophet. And the Static Storm, she can't BKB. Thanks to the axe. So we do see the use of it. Yeah, the charge on through for Spirit Breaker, just creating that chaos as well. Marcy gonna be beat down by the charge of the Bash procs herself. And that BKB is now warded off too, and they just wave her goodbye. All 5 dead on Eternity.
Chives just destroyed that fight. That charge connected on everything. You managed to get one of those dream situations where you charge the person who's on the opposite side of the fight, and you just pass through everyone, hitting them on the way, letting his teammates run up and just make short work of everyone that he disabled. That was a beautiful connection, and all this sort of by Queen, I guess, baiting a little bit with the way she went in with Rupture here.
It was a risky play. It felt almost risky, ballsy, dare I say. But yeah, clearly the right decision. And yeah, here's that charge you mentioned. It goes right
like
on
a bowling
through.
Ball, dude.
Yep. Bashes into ult. And you know what? He just got the level 20 talent after that fight as well. So that speed of the charge is that much faster now.
Yeah, that's massive impact. He also got a full BKB because of You know, all the creeps that he's been killing along with the heroes that he's been killing. He's keeping up almost with the Bloodseeker now in net worth on Spiritbreaker. And we're not even going to talk about Mr. Scrooge over here. Mr. Scourge McDuck, SMD, he is... he's in a different dimension net worth-wise right now. The top 0.1%.
I got to imagine he's... I would be curious on the stats. Is he the highest net worth gold per minute farming player in this Division 2 so far? It wouldn't surprise me. The guy definitely farms like crazy.
Maybe. He's definitely always up there. He's like a reliable carry player for sure.
Yeah. Either way, he's going to continue his farm. Of course, playing Nature's Prophet, that's one of the many benefits. Can teleport in if a fight does break out, so just occupy himself in his own jungle currently. Does have the Aegis in the 2 minutes, does have the Satanic now. Just picked up recently.
Oh, high ground vision, charge in.
Charge in, Rubik hit, Scourge McDuck, guess what? Teleported in as well, so Rubik is dead. Sonic Wave, push back, Marcy. Feeling that, BKB on Queen of Pain, but Marcy gets the bash proc, and Queen of Pain's gonna have to blink out. She will be fine though. And meanwhile, Scourge McDuck in the backlines gets a double kill. Takes out Bloodseeker actually as well, and now going for Blessed Kid, who's running around with an Exorcism, but Treant doesn't care. How do I keep calling him Treant? I don't know why I do this.
Oh,
the
no.
Nature's Prophet, I'm dealing with the trees.
Even Tusk.
GG's called.
Tusk blinked onto a high ground here, blinked onto a cliff trying to get out, but Spiritbreaker saw him charge from Fountain, brings him down as well, bashed him down the cliff.